What would you do if you discovered something so rare it could change the lives of your entire family forever? His brows scrunched as he studied the two images laid out in front of him. Something didn't add up. He quickly got up and darted over to the filing cabinet, pulling out their medical charts and flipping through the bloodwork. His eyes moved fast at first, then slower, as disbelief crept across his face. Briana and her twin sister Brittany sat quietly, watching with a mix of curiosity and worry. The doctor's expression shifted into something like fear. "How is this even possible?" he murmured under his breath. Briana and Brittany had always been inseparable. Most people didn't understand just how deep their connection went. It wasn't just finishing each other's sentences or dressing alike. It was something rare, almost uncanny. But when it came to relationships, they were cautious, keeping things private until they were certain. Brittany loved to travel, flying wherever adventure called, while Briana feared planes, making every trip a mix of laughter and tension. Fate stepped in at a twins festival in Ohio. Briana met Josh, while Brittany chatted with his identical twin, Jeremy. Sparks flew immediately between Briana and Josh, like they had known each other forever. It didn't take long for feelings to deepen, but when Briana told Brittany about Josh, she was unprepared for her sister's reaction. Brittany's face shifted from curiosity to shock. She had also been seeing Jeremy, and things were serious. The coincidence was almost unbelievable. Yet suddenly, the idea of a shared future, shared homes, and even a shared wedding seemed possible. Their first appointment with a doctor was meant to be simple, just a routine fertility check. But the moment they mentioned dating identical twin brothers, the doctor's demeanor changed. He warned them subtly, concerned about the unusual situation. But the sisters were determined. Their dream wedding went ahead, side by side, followed by the purchase of a big house designed for two families. Everything seemed perfect. Yet the doctor's warning lingered quietly in Brianna's mind. Excitement filled the house when both sisters became pregnant. But joy quickly turned to fear. Brittany suffered a miscarriage at 3 months, and only weeks later, Briana faced the same heartbreak. The devastating losses brought them even closer, leaning on each other through sleepless nights and endless hope. Less than 6 months later, they tried again. Cautious and methodical, this time. Another warning arrived at the next appointment. The doctor explained that both babies could face the same genetic risk due to their unique situation, twins marrying twins. It wasn't guaranteed, but the chance was real, something rarely seen in medical history. When he examined their latest scans, the doctor's concern deepened before softening into fascination. Although the children were technically cousins, genetically, they were more like full siblings. For the doctor, it was like hitting a rare genetic lottery. 8 months and 2 weeks later, Briana went into labor first. Despite the high-risk warning, both babies were born healthy, pink, and crying. Relief and joy washed over the family, and a quiet moment of gratitude passed between Briana, Brittany, Josh, and Jeremy. They had learned that even the most extraordinary situations come with real risks. But the reward could be just as extraordinary. Their story quickly drew attention. Reporters and journalists wanted interviews, some fascinated, others skeptical. TLC even turned their wedding into a documentary called Our Twin Zane Wedding, capturing a tale of love and coincidence few could imagine. While questions about mixing up twins arose, the sisters laughed them off, emphasizing how seamlessly their lives had aligned. Now, the families focused on raising their children together, hoping to plan pregnancies carefully in the future. Every detail seemed to fall perfectly into place, from the moment they met at the twins' festival to the instant connections with their twin partners. What might have sounded like a fairy tale to anyone else was their reality. Stars had aligned, dreams had been realized, and a shared life of love, family, and connection had been created. The odds were practically 1 in a million. Yet somehow, for Briana, Brittany, Josh, and Jeremy, it was all real.